The information depicted in this presentation is purely for informational purposes only. Please consult your healthcare professional before making any changes to your lifestyle or routine. This is not medical advice. What are the underlying causes of grey hair? And what are some strategies that we can use to potentially offset and counteract this condition? What's up guys, my name is Lucas and today I'm here to explore some of the potential causes and pathophysiology behind the graying of hair and also have a look at some potential solutions and strategies to counteract this state. So for those of you who are brand new to my channel, my mission is to bring you guys the most cutting edge health information that you'll struggle to find on Google. So please do me a favor and like this video, hit that subscribe button below, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below as I do my best to respond to each and every single one. So first of all, let's have a look at some of the potential causes of grey hair. So the very first cause is actually one that I'm sure many of you can relate to, and that is stress. So stress has been shown to accelerate or even initiate the graying of hair follicles, and this was demonstrated at the Harvard University in the HSU laboratory, where they placed mice under severe amounts of stress and they noticed that it caused changes in their hair follicle color. So to explain this, when we have a look at stress, we know that an elevation of the sympathetic nervous system can cause a hyperactivation and release of a large amounts of the neurotransmitter norepinephrine. Now, norepinephrine drives a rapid depletion of melanocyte stem cells, and this can also accelerate the graying of hair. So you can see how stress makes hair turn gray in mice. It shows us that there are sympathetic nerves that innervate the actual hair follicle, and this can directly affect the melanocyte or melanin secretion in the hair follicle itself. Now we can have a look at some other causes of graying hair. We can see here that in a normal hair follicle, it should be under the state of low oxidative stress. It should have a high DNA repair mechanism. It should also have high BCL2, high endogenous antioxidants, and high catalase. Whereas those that suffer from gray hair or graying of hair will see compromised melanocyte differentiation and production. And this can be due to elevated oxidative stress, low DNA repair, low BCL2, low endogenous antioxidants such as glutathione, and low catalase. So now that we understand the potential mechanisms behind the graying of hair, let's take a look at some potential targets to address to tackle this. So to target or reduce grey hair, we need to be addressing the following. Number one is to replenish and restore glutathione levels. Glutathione is the body's master antioxidant and can be depleted in many disease states, but it can also be depleted under times of stress, either physical, mental, or even deficits in sleep. In addition, we also want to target and reduce stress or cortisol, because we know that cortisol can damage the DNA repair process and also impact autophagy. Number three, we want to reduce norepinephrine, which is associated with the fight or flight response and is also associated with the sympathetic nervous system activation. Number four, we want to increase the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for improving rest, digest, and relaxation and reproduction, but also helping with cell building and cell repair. Number five, we also want to ensure that we replenish nutrients and vitamins. So we want to avoid any type of vitamin or nutrient deficiency, as that can play a role in excess oxidative stress and hair cell repair mechanisms. Number six, we then want to also target and reduce oxidative stress. So I'll dive deeper into some potential solutions to address all 6 of these targets. This would be my hypothetical grey hair stack if I was suffering from premature graying of hair, these are the 4 compounds that I would lean towards. So the first one we have is spermidine. You guys have probably heard me talk about spermidine. It's a longevity supplement, helps with anti-aging, and has some remarkable effects on activating autophagy. Spermidine would be included in my hair or gray hair stack, and I'd be dosing it at about 1 milligram per day. And the rationale behind this would be that there's initial research to suggest that spermidine can enhance human hair growth, and it can also help to initiate and trigger the process of autophagy, which means it helps the body clear out old and damaged cells in the body. In addition, spermidine also has some potent effects on increasing the body's antioxidant status, which again is incredibly useful in the scenario of counteracting gray hair. So you'll see links to all of these products and compounds that I recommend in the video description below. The next one is S-ACETYL-GLUTATHIONE. You probably heard me talk about glutathione before, but this is the body's master antioxidant. There is research to suggest that in premature graying of hair, the body's glutathione levels are actually hindered and compromised. So we need to replenish and restore the body's glutathione status, and that can be done using S-ACETYL-GLUTATHIONE at a dosage of around 200 milligrams per day. So my rationale behind this is to reduce oxidative stress. Number 3, we have a very well-known traditional Chinese medicinal herb known as SHOU. SHOU in prepared form has been traditionally used to combat graying of hair and can help to darken hair follicles. In terms of a dosage, I would use between half to 1 teaspoon twice per day. Now, SHOU must be consumed in the prepared form. You'll see a link to SHOU below, because unprepared SHOU can lead to liver toxicity and damage. So we really want to make sure we're using a good form of SHOU. My rationale behind this is because SHOU has been traditionally used to combat hair loss and also help with the darkening of hair follicles. So in terms of research, there isn't a lot of research suggesting that SHOU can do this in humans, but if we go by a lot of anecdotal evidence and people that have used SHOU, they all seem to respond in the same way and notice that it does help with the darkening of hair follicles. And then finally, I would also include a B complex with PABA, which is para-amino benzoic acid. There are initial research studies to suggest that PABA, which is often that little small dose ingredient in your B complex, can help with hair repigmentation. PABA can be used as part of a B complex to help with addressing hair repigmentation. And in addition, we also want to ensure that with the B complex, we're correcting B vitamin deficiencies, which again is going to help with that repair process and help with normal cellular function. This final point I really wanted to emphasize is to watch out for high dose zinc supplements. Now, this is because when we megadose zinc, and I'm talking above 30 milligrams per day, zinc can slowly start to deplete and inhibit the absorption of copper in the body. So zinc and copper have this antagonistic relationship. So by using high doses of zinc, this can actually lead to a deficiency in copper. And many people that have done this have noted, graying of hair or white hairs from insufficient amounts of copper. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope you learned something new. If you like this video, please share it around. Be sure to check out all of my other social media platforms, my newsletter, my website. Follow me on Instagram, and also check out my podcast. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.